Can you keep this baby for a second? Because I need to, this is important to me. Okay, and Drew, you're gonna lay down. Yeah, it's time for night for you for school. And baby, go bye-bye. I'm on an important meeting. Thank you. Perfect. GPD?
Should be going. I'm just making sure that pages. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and start the trailer.
That's right. What do you need? This blanket. Have a seat. Just push that door open.
It's a nice picture of your son.
Thank you. He used to love his suits. It's hard to get. He loves suits. He put on suit and work clothes in a minute, but a suit, he'll grab a suit before he will regular clothes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sit down. This is his son right here. Drew, you want to say hello? Is it really? Yeah, that's his son. So I got him with me tonight. So he just got out the tub and ready for bed, but take him to school in the morning. But he's 3 years old. Have a seat. No jumping on the bed. I'm gonna fix yourself. Here. I'm gonna fix you.
On to you guys. On to you, Roxanne. Good evening. I'm Roxanne Johnson. My son's name is Jamal Bird. He was murdered by DC Metropolitan Police, October the 1st, 2019.
Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Latoya Benton. My son is Xavier Hill. He was murdered by Virginia State Police on January the 9th, 2021 at the age of 18.
And this evening we have with us, can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Okay, hi, my name is Vakelvion Holmes, and my son's name is Eric Holmes. He was murdered by Clayton County Police in November of 2022.
Thank you for agreeing to come and chat with us this evening.
Thank you for bringing me. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your son.
Eric, he was 19 years old. He was he was loud, mama, but I missed that now. That was my loud baby. Like I heard him when he was coming. He had a great heart. He was like me. Eric reminded me a lot of me. He was my replica. His heart, like he got a heart like mine. Loving, do anything for anyone. Like no one was bad. No one was bad.
Yeah, sound like a very nice guy. The very sharp dresser back there.
Yeah,
Right.
Can you tell us what happened back in November of 2020?
Okay, I received a call that Eric had been shot. I arrived to his job. Well, the job had been blocked off, so I was nearby the job on the street. And I had to go find my baby, basically. They wouldn't even tell me what hospital he was in. So I finally located him at Southern Regional Hospital. And I found out about 6 o'clock that he was dead. He had been shot about 11:30 that morning, but I wasn't notified until about 4 p.m. And to my understanding, he was shot in the back from my officer, Justin Stevens. He was murdered. That's all I know at this point. He was murdered.
So what has happened with the case? So I know this has happened, it was a couple of days before Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, it was on November the 21st.
So let's talk about that for a second. Sometimes, it happens like right away, and we had a holiday right there. So the impact of that, how was that for you for Thanksgiving this past year?
It was horrible. And the reason that it was horrible was because my baby fell in holiday time,
Right.
meaning that his body had to sit at the GBI for 2 weeks before an autopsy was even done. And I didn't get to see him until December the 6th, even though he died on November the 21st. I wasn't able to see him until December the 6th, which was 2 days before his funeral of December the 8th. So with it being holiday, with it being Thanksgiving, he fell in a Thanksgiving break. And then I guess when people came back to them, it's like, okay, we're going on break again for Christmas. And then they had New Year break. So my baby got all the breaks during this investigation. Like he's had all the breaks.
So what has been going on with the investigation so far?
So right now we're currently waiting on the GBI in order to finish up their investigation. They're the ones that has been holding it since he was first murdered back in November. So the investigation has been with them since. So we're waiting on them to finish up with the GBI investigation. That should be done this month. It's supposed to be done no later than this month. I did meet with them today, and I believe that they're going to be finalizing it. And based on what I was told, it should get over to her no later than the end of the month. Mm-hmm. And that will be the DA in Clayton County.
Okay. And for those of us who don't know, what does GBI stand for? GBI.
Georgia Bureau of Investigations. So the GBI is the one that handles the police shootings for Georgia, and it does it for the entire state.
Okay. So have you done any? Have you got a lawyer? Have you done any? Have you? I guess waiting for GBI to finish their investigation to see if anybody's going to be indicted. What's going on?
No. Yeah, I have a lawyer. I got a lawyer from the beginning, just to make sure that they were handling everything they were supposed to handle. But because it was under a GBI investigation, we've pretty much been doing all the footwork. It's nothing that the attorney has did outside of put certain paperwork in order and things like that. Before more the footwork, I'm not waiting on GBI. I said that from the beginning, like I'm moving every day. Like when they don't move, I move, because like I said, my child got caught inside of the holiday break. He had Thanksgiving, he had November, you had November, you had Christmas, you had New Year. So everything has been about the holiday, So I've been moving. I'm gonna keep moving. Keep moving.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So as an impacted family, having this happen like Latoya around the holiday season, and how's that impacted your family now that it's into the new year, 2023? How's that impacting your family?
I don't have Eric here anymore. And I just cooked a meal the other day. I just cooked a meal the other day because Eric was my eater. Like that boy, so I haven't even been in a mood to just say cook or to celebrate. That picture that you see of him, that was Thanksgiving last year. And you just knew Eric was he put on that suit, like him not around. Like it's just, and I got his baby here. So even looking at him, it impacts me because I still got to see my son. I'm happy that I got him, but my grandma, she's 85 and he was everything. Like he helped all the elders. He loved old folks and babies. He took care of them about like his mama. Like, I don't know what it is with old folks and babies. Well, I guess we just love, to make sure they take care of. So he's, it's impacted everyone. My father, that was his replica. He say, that's Eric. That was my mini-me. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm just like you, daddy, And he's 65 and my grandma 85. His
Wow.
brother, he only got one, and he's 17. And his birthday came, and he just, Mama, I ain't got my brother with me. Like they took a chunk.
How old is Eric's son?
He's 3 years old.
He's 3. Roxanne, I think I sent to you over. Do you have the call to action for the GBF I sent over?
I think Sophie has it. Sophie, can you put up the call
Yep.
to action for us? One of the things that we do on this podcast, Val, we all understand the pain because we all been there and still going through it. But one thing that we do is highlight the call to action, because we gonna make we gonna make a purpose out of this thing. We
Amen.
gonna memorialize our children by fighting for them constantly.
Yes.
And a lot of times it takes the pressure has to be applied in the right places, right?
Yes.
So you guys that are watching with us tonight, you see on here the call of action. Dallas asking that you please tomorrow morning. The information is right here on the screen for the call. You can do it tonight, actually. You can send an email tonight in regard to Eric Holmes, who was killed in Clayton County, Georgia. So the call to action is here as well. She'll leave it on the screen for a couple minutes so you guys can see it. It's important to not only listen to the podcast, but to actually engage in a call to action so we can continue to help families out.
Yes.
And I thank y'all so much, because like you said, the only thing you can do is share it, and I'm so happy for you. God, I'm like, Xavier, thank you. For the fight, because it's people. It's hard to find people that really care.
Yeah.
And that's genuine, and people don't listen until it happens. I guess until it comes to them. You pull it out, you ask. But we got it.
People gotta realize though that a lot of times too, we have to begin to fight in a system that it shouldn't have to happen to you for it to matter to you. People post that and say that all the time, but you gotta actually mean those things too, because the laws that are currently out there, some laws are in place. We gotta help to be upset for those things. It shouldn't take 3 months, 4 or 5 months, whatever, for the GBI to. That's my own opinion, but I just feel that way because it's transparency, right? If Eric was to do something, and it was a verse, and he was in the wrong, they're gonna put it out and just like that. So why take so long to produce a tape that y'all saying that's already out there about Eric? Let it go for the public, It shouldn't take that. So, yeah.
So I'm hoping that once it get over to the DA, to Latasha Mosley, maybe she'll go ahead and that's in Clayton County. Maybe she'll go ahead, better. Girl said no. And your monkey jumping on the bed. No. What the doctor said. Lay down. Just a boy, but that's my joy. Thank God for my grandson. But once it get over to the DA, Natasha Mosley, then maybe she'll release the camera. Release the camera, indict the officer, whichever one you want to do first. I don't understand how they get to kill people and be out here. I just don't get it. I guess I'll never get it.
But we want to make sure that they don't rest until they do right by you and your family.
And right by Eric.
So
Thank y'all.
We gonna be calling and emailing, and if you have other calls to action, and let us know. And because not to get too scriptural, but one can get 1,000, but 2 of us, 3 of us, 10 of us can get a lot more.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're about. We're about building coalition and building, not to make not to do it for vain reasons, but to do it because it's the right thing to do.
Thank y'all.
Ask for, to demand justice for our children. That's the right.
Yes, because we got yes, and that's all I want is that's why I just today I was so worried because I had that meeting with that man. Oh my God, I was so worried, and I'm like, what is he gonna ask me? And everything you're afraid of because you don't know what you're saying or what may or may not jeopardize you. So that meeting, it had my anxiety I'm high, and I'm already over, like it's gonna calm down though. It's gonna calm down, but it's just like everything, and like especially like with my other son, I have another son, and I feel bad because it's like what I taught Eric and what he used, it killed him. And so now it's like I'm trying to, reroute my other son, and I'm like, like I don't know what to tell you now, like and then you be so nervous, and I'm afraid for him, like going out the door, like it's like I'm checking,
It's really bad to have to live like that, to have to live and feel like that, you want to enjoy life, but it's like how when you gotta still fear your other Black son goes out the door every single day also.
Yeah. How do you start over? It's like the question, or get back to normal, and then they expect everything just to jump back, and I ain't found the normal yet. Like I said, I did cook the other day, and I was happy for that
What'd you
because
cook?
I cooked some spaghetti, I did some string beans, and I did baked potato with it, and some dinner rolls, and yeah, Eric would have, like that felt good because, like I said, that was my eating. My other baby, he'll grab some in a minute, but Eric, that boy wants some. He wants some table, and he want to, that was my little soul, little boy, like he like mama cook, So yeah, but it's gonna be okay.
We're gonna try to help you any way we can. The main goal, like I said, of this podcast is to spread the word of the current call of action that you have out here. We put up there already, call the GBI, send the email as well to the GBI.
Okay.
To go ahead and have the information released to Clayton County, so Clayton County can continue to indict the officer. They can, release the state with us. We want the officer indicted and fired. So that's the thing. So, you guys are watching the podcast right now. This is Eric's mom. She has asked, please, to go ahead and call the GBI, email us. You call after the close, but you can't send the email out. And they will also get it this other one time to get to work. So the whole point of the podcast for us to be actually working on how we are obtaining justice. So that's the main thing.
That's right.
Okay, and when they send the email, all you have to do is, we don't have to type an email up. I just say Eric Holmes, or in the subject line, just put Eric Holmes. Call the phones, Eric Holmes. Like that way they'll know. And I feel like applying that type of pressure, if you're not communicating about justice, why are you communicating? So that's why I'm like, if we can just stick on the GBI right now, because they're the only hands that we know they have in it, it's the GBI, because as long as they're investigating in Georgia, no one else can do anything with it. So it's like if we go to the DA, which is what we were doing at first, going out to Clayton County and things like that, mixing it up. But if we go to her, it's nothing she can do with it. But if we stick with the GBI and make sure that they go ahead and release it, and we know they have to do so by this month, I think then we can change up the call of action. But now we just gotta stick on them if they don't mind.
Right, no problem at all. We can do that for you as well. Whatever you need, that's what we're here for. We're here for each other, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, thank y'all. I'm here for y'all too now. I'm here for y'all too. I got y'all. Thank y'all.
Absolutely.
So one more time before we go, can we just put the call to action flyer up for anybody? Sometimes people write or whatever, just to see it one more time for us, Sophie, and one more time. Yeah, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, we coming for you. We gonna be calling.
Yes.
Telling you. We gonna be on social media, and justice for Eric Holmes.
Yes.
Michael Register, Georgia Bureau of Investigations, office number 404-270-8299. Oh, we got your cell number too, 470-898-2277. Email at michael.register@gbi.ga.gov.
And this is their main man. So he'll get it to whoever else. And if they want to, call the GBI, outside of that, that's fine or whatever. But Michael Register is the person that is responsible. He's the head director over Georgia GBI. So we just need him to do what he needs to do and make sure they release it.
So you guys, as you know too, it's February. So like as people are celebrating this pagan holiday month of Black History, this is Black History. So if y'all are sharing the things or whatnot, here's the Black History we need help with. The call actions here on the screen. The mom is on the call. She's asking you guys, hey, please help her out on this call action. So please, so you can't call tomorrow because we have work, that's fine. But please, tonight, take your time out. Please send an email on behalf of Eric Holmes.
Thank y'all. I thank y'all so much. That's all I'm asking. Just make some noise for him and let's demand justice for everyone.
That's right. That's right. I say.
Get out, little boy.
You want to mention, sisters, anything else?
I think that's anything else you got, Ms. Holmes, when we go?
No, I want to thank y'all so much for doing this call action for my baby and listening to me. I thank y'all and I appreciate everything that y'all do. And I tell y'all, thank y'all for the world. It's been you everything. You know that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very welcome. Yeah. Peace and blessings to you and your family.
Okay, same to you. Let me get to this baby of Eris. He left me down here with one just like him. All right.
Good night.
All right.